Park Star in second, back in third, each to their own, ahead of Mighty Park. Then My Daddy Paddy and Talk the Talks behind him from Baronois and El Kairos as they race over 3 out. Sober Glory landed in front by about 2 lengths to Old Park Star in second. Each to their own is next from Mighty Park, and then became My Daddy Paddy and Talk the Talk has been ridden along. Then Baronois and El Kairos is now trying to move into it. This is 2 from the finish, and Sober Glory still there at the head of affairs. Sageborough, when well beaten, has fallen at 2 out. They're on the run towards the home bend, and it's Sober Glory who will lead them in. Sober Glory by 2 to 3 lengths on the turn towards home from Old Park Star in second. My Daddy Paddy back in third, then Baronois and El Kairos coming down towards the last. Sober Glory, he's in close. He made a bit of a mistake, all right, but he still leads from Old Park Star and My Daddy Paddy. They're battling away behind. Sober Glory's all out. Here's My Daddy Paddy. Old Park Star to the near side, and it's Old Park Star who's coming home best of all to win the Supreme. Old Park Star the winner, tight for second.
I think he's got an enormous future. He wouldn't, he's not the finished article by a very, very long way. He's a big, quite babyish still, and I think there's a lot of improvement to come. And he looks like a chaser in the making. You'd imagine that's what we'd do, but nothing's cast in stone. He could go, he can do anything.
On the downhill run from Kopek de Board, 3 lengths behind him in third. Steel Ally is now just been pushed along in fourth from Hansard, and then Jax Jr. has always been towards the rear. On they go then towards 3 out. Kargese with a narrow lead from Lulamba in second. Kopek de Board over in third. Then Steel Ally and Hansard and Jax Jr. the back marker and losing touch. They're racing then towards the home straight for the final time. We're now just 2 more fences to take, and it's Kargese who shows in front under Danny Mullins, and she leads by a length and a half to Lulamba. Kopek de Board is moving up towards the outside and looking threatening. Hansard is now into fourth as Steel Ally weakens. Into the home run they go. Kargese will lead them on the approach towards 2 out. Kargese from Lulamba, who jumped it a little low, and Kopek de Board comes out cruising to the outer. Kargese and Kopek de Board, they come to take the last together. Kopek de Board slightly pitched on landing, and now momentum back with Kargese on the far side, and it's Kargese by 2 lengths. Kopek de Board is trying to come back at her. Lulamba in third, heading up towards the line is Kargese under Danny Mullins for Willie Mullins for Ken Alexander. Kargese has won the Arkle from Kopek de Board in second, Lulamba back in third, then Jax Jr. and Steel Ally.
Coming to the last, I'm thinking, everyone's thinking you're going to win it one way or the other, and I'm thinking, oh no, any power twice. I said one could fall over the other. My glass was half empty going to the last, but and I thought Paul had it won, and then he just genuflected. And Danny's Kargese, she's just so tough. Look at her racing career, and she never gives herself an easy race, but she jumps well and gallops all day. She's really tough, and Danny got everything right in front.
And it's still Paddock Wood and Clico, the leading pair. About 3 lengths away to Bibi Mus. Behind Bibi Mus then came Saratoga and Mustang de Broy from Quinta de Lago. That was 3 from the end. There was a bad mistake there out wide from Bertatua. Falling at the back of the field was Ole Ole. Racing towards 2 out then. Paddock Wood from Clico in second. Then Bibi Mus and Saratoga, who holds every claim from Quinta de Lago and Ames. And that was 2 from the finish. Paddock Wood now headed by Clico. Saratoga comes there going strongly. Bibi Mus is next in fourth, then Mustang de Broy and Quinta de Lago. Winston Jr. is now staying on as they begin to head towards the final flight of hurdles, and Clico ridden in front. The other grey to the outside, Saratoga now looking to make his effort at the last. Saratoga now picked it up from Clico. Winston Jr. is out after them in third, then Quinta de Lago is back in fourth. They're racing up the hill now, and it's Saratoga by a couple of lengths under Mark Walsh to Winston Jr. now in second. Clico back in third and heading for the finish. It's Saratoga to win the Fred Winter. Saratoga's beaten Winston Jr.
They're all coming in. Kevin O'Ryan, Darrell's. We did this a few years ago.
We did, yeah, and Saratoga's half-brother as well, so, or Brazil's half-brother. So, look, to get a horse like him was unbelievable. He's improved since every run he's come on. So, So look, I'm speechless to be honest.
Okay, I go back a long way with this man, and it's
yeah.
absolutely fantastic. Well
Brilliant.
done.
Quebecois still leads the way from Margaret's Legacy and Highland, then Resplendent Grey and Search for Glory to the outside of the Doyen Chief. Maya Town just in behind the Principals with Johnnywho blazed away to the outer in the 2 shades of blue. Then the short go and Blow Your Wad trying to move up into it. Iroko's been ridden along for more. He's not really picking up at the moment. That was 3 out, and Margaret's Legacy made a bad mistake as Quebecois leads. Highland though is on his case in second. Search for Glory back in third. Philandra looks like pulling up. Handstands has now dropped right out as well. So racing towards 2 out on the spin for home. Quebecois leading from Highland, blazed away. Here comes Search for Glory on the outside in maroon and white under James Smith. Then came Johnnywho, who's now latched onto the Principals, followed then by Jaguar, who's come from a good way back. 2 from the end. Quebecois will land in front from Highland. Search for Glory and the battling Johnnywho, followed then by Jaguar and Blow Your Wad. Here's the final fence. Quebecois landed in front. Search for Glory makes a terrible mistake and he's unseated rider. Johnnywho is now chasing Quebecois. Jaguar is storming home on the outside, so too Blow Your Wad. It's Johnnywho who's hit the front from in second Quebecois, and as they hit the line it's going to be Johnnywho to win the Ultima.
That's what the game's all about, isn't it, really? He keeps telling me he's done a good job, so I have to believe him now, don't I?
Lossiemouth nearly upsides. Golden Ace, the new Lion out wide. Work ahead is now squeezed along. Alexi is following the front 4 as they get to the third last. Brighter Days ahead to Lossiemouth. Golden Ace trying to defend her crown. Alexi, the new Lion, the outside. These 5 are clear of Work ahead. Pony Ross, Tutti Quanti and Anzadam as they run to the second last flight here. Lossiemouth now attacks. Lossiemouth the outside of Brighter Days ahead. These are on a little to Golden Ace. Skelton still waiting on the new Lion as they turn for home. Alexi on the inside into the home straight then. Brighter Days ahead driven. Lossiemouth has taken the lead here on the run towards the last. Lossiemouth opens up by a couple. Alexi running a big race, then the new Lion and Golden Ace. Lossiemouth at the last over. 3 lengths clear. Alexi and Error. It's Lossiemouth from Brighter Days ahead, then the new Lion and Alexi, but it's Lossiemouth. She's striding towards a 4th festival win, her best win. Lossiemouth has left them trailing, and Lossiemouth is the champion hurdler. Brighter Days ahead held second, the new Lion in third.
With Lossiemouth, was it worth the wait?
Yes, I suppose it was. She's undefeated here. She comes alive the track. As I said to somebody earlier, about 10 days ago, Paul Townend got off for running a piece of work and said, if I'm going to ride one Cheltenham Festival winner at this week, it's going to be Lossiemouth in the mares. And Willie said, well, hold on, okay, I wanted to hear from you. Let's try cheek pieces in her work. And they put him on. She worked very well. And of course, they did the trick today. But what a great trainer he is, isn't it? It's amazing. But it's a fantastic win.
Booster Bob is on the outside, and then Omar Park Di Capo on the inside next with Midnight it is over the third last, and Jungle Boogie headed there by Will the Wise as they run towards the home turn. Grandeur Dam pulled up at the back. Will the Wise and Western Zephyr, the first 2. Western Zephyr engaging Will the Wise. Madara is in third position. Then McClory. Booster Bob is getting closer on the outside of Down Mexico Way as McClory comes under pressure. Madara comes going well to challenge Will the Wise as they straighten for the second last. Steering problems seemingly on Western Zephyr over the second last. Madara led there to Will the Wise in second, and Madara is in command here, coming to the last, thrown at him by Harry Skelton and soars over 3 clear. Booster Bob fell at the final obstacle. Madara in front by about 4 lengths here to Will the Wise, and then Moonja runs down Mexico Way and McClory, but Madara making no mistake here and romps away with the Sun Racing plate.
I said it's probably if you lay in bed and dreamt it, that's how it would look. Everything went so well. He jumped perfectly. Maybe lost a little bit of position early on, but got himself back into the top 6, 7, jumped for fun, jumped from fence to fence, quickened well down the hill, and then turned in with the afterburners yet to be deployed and pinged the last. And we enjoyed every second of him coming up the hill. Yeah, it was fantastic.
And it is still Pick Rock who's really enjoying himself in front. Can he keep up the gallop here? He's in front by about 5 to Holloway Queen. One Big Bang is in third. Newton Tornado is now being pushed along. And then Iceberg Theory and Connor Stonewall's trying to get closer. Will Do. Guard the Moon is next with King of Answers, Silverthorn and Hollakia as they head down now towards the third last fence. Pick Rock was low there and nodded on landing. And is going to get a reminder as Holloway Queen. She's got the long-time leader in her sights in second under James Bowen. In third position then is One Big Bang from Iceberg Theory. In fourth, King of Answers next. Then First Confession as they run for the home turn here. And Holloway Queen has taken over here clearly. And she's gone up by about 3 to Pick Rock in second. Then One Big Bang, Iceberg Theory and King of Answers. Holloway Queen at the second last. She's over. She's clear. Pick Rock was untidy in second. King of Answers is finishing very well. She'll have to keep galloping Holloway Queen, but she jumped the last very nicely. She's got 6 lengths on. King of Answers in second, trying to storm up the hill after the leader. Holloway Queen still has a 5-length lead here, driven out by James Bowen. King of Answers isn't closing, and Holloway Queen is going to take the National Hunt Challenge Cup. Another winner on the day for Nicky Henderson. James Bowen on board the mare.
I mean, she's great, but she surprises a little bit because I'd have been pretty certain she wants really soft ground. And she was very good at Newbury the last time, and it sort of occurred to us to come here. But then we haven't had all day, to be honest with you, whether even we declared her and said, well, we'll see what they say it's like. And there's a great team behind this horse at our home and the owner's home as well. They're a fantastic crew.